All right. Good.
Peace, 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 peace. I'm great.
All right.
So, welcome to the Safe House. I'm Cool Joe, obviously checking in. It's my man Ray. Ray with the numbers. Y'all know who he is. If you don't, who are you?
I'm Raymond with the numbers. The numerologist at the Safe House. Just doing my thing.
It's numerologist at the Safe House and numerologist at large. You know, you don't have to come here to see him. We appreciate if you do come here, but you can catch up with Ray online. He does virtual appointments, all that good stuff. So, so as we get into this, we're here to talk about fasting. Well, that's what I'm all about right now. And then this cool date that's coming up in the portal that may be opening up as well.
Yeah, the 11/11 portal. Saturday, November 11th, the 11th month of the
Hold on,
year.
let me write that down.
Yeah, Saturday, the 11th month of the year, the 11th day of the year. The 11th. If you're into numerology, you know that 11 itself is a master number. It's a number of inspiration, a number
Yep.
of healing.
Yep.
Right, and we talk about Saturday, the 11/11 portal, right? One is four numbers in there already. That adds up to the number four. The number four is a number of manifestation. The 11 is a number of manifestation. So a powerful day for manifesting. And so that's why me and Joe, we gonna make our sacrifice for the day. You know, we want things to come in, but we got to be willing to give up something, right?
That's right.
So that's why we're choosing to fast. We're going to fast from starting tomorrow, which is November 10th, 11:11 a.m.
11:11 a.m. That's when it starts.
Friday to 11:11 a.m. Saturday. Water only fast. And yeah, like really looking forward to it. Mostly I'm looking forward to manifesting and knowing that right, because we talk about the 11 is also, we talk about karma as well, cause and effect, which I think refers to the justice card. If you're familiar with tarot, you know, the justice card is about balance. It's about cause and effect. So
Hold on. What you say?
The justice card.
What kind of card?
The justice card.
The justice card, or what kind of deck?
The tarot card. Tarot deck.
Okay.
What am I saying? Tarot.
Now, some people do say tarot. Some people say tarot.
Tarot. My bad. Tarot.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a tarot deck. I cut you off.
Tarot. The tarot deck. You know, but it's the justice card. The justice card is about karma. It's about balance, right?
Yes.
So it's about bringing balance back into your life. And so again, you know, I'm trying to manifest. I'm trying to bring things in, new opportunities. Trying to elevate to the next level. So got to make sacrifices. And I think that one of the biggest things that's also like a hindrance to a lot of people, what that keeps us in a chokehold, is food. So I'm going to give up the food for 24 hours so that I can help amplify the power of my manifestation.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes to fasting is kind of a personal thing for your own spiritual, personal growth. People fast in different ways, right? We're fasting from food in this particular instance. Sometimes people could fast from video games. You can fast from indulgences, different types of indulgences, whether they might be sexual or fasting from wearing makeup or fasting from
People fast from social media. You know, put their devices down.
Yeah. So people fast from all different types of things. Food obviously is the primary thing because it's not just something we enjoy. It's something that we crave because our body does need that to run. That's where the elevation comes in because now we're able to enter into, when our bodies are deprived from certain things, we're able to enter into a higher mind frame. You know, Jesus fasted in the desert for 40 days. We all heard that story when we were kids. That's a long time, right?
Absolutely.
40 days fasting?
Yeah.
But when he came out of the desert, he healing everybody. He's elevated.
Yeah,
He's the Jesus we know,
yeah,
right? He elevated from being a man to being a God, essentially, because depending on what you believe,
yeah.
Jesus is God. But even with that, that's what we're looking forward to. So I know you have fasted quite a few different times, and we're inviting everybody to do this with us. That's the other.
Absolutely.
That's the other thing. Y'all online, y'all might see this. 11/11 is coming up this Saturday. So we're fasting from 11/11 on Friday, 11/11 a.m. to 11/11 a.m. on Saturday. So we're
Yeah,
going to take advantage of our opportunity to use this portal to manifest the things that we desire and need into our life. So going back to it, when you're fasting, like, how do you meditate? Like, tell us a little bit about that.
well, one thing about
He sees
fasting.
numbers when he meditates.
I don't know. One thing about the fasting, that's very beneficial, right? Um, it strengthens your intuition. Because one thing we got to understand is that the gut is connected to the mind.
Yep.
And so, when your intuition is off, when you're not trusting your intuition, you got to start with your gut first. You got to see what you're intaking, what you're ingesting, what's going through your stomach, right? And that can throw your whole intuition off.
Yeah.
So
That gut feeling, right? That's what we
right,
call it.
right. So exactly. So when I'm fasting, right, and I'm meditating, my meditations are stronger because they're not being influenced by outside substances. They're not being influenced by food or any poisonous toxins or like sugar or anything else that I may have put in my body. I like pizza, all these different things, but all that can throw it off.
Man,
So me
pizza
also,
fire.
so one is also just knowing that my stomach and my gut is clear, but it's also for me mentally is knowing that anything that is coming through, I know it's from my higher self. I know it's from the universe, right? It's not coming from no anxiety. It's not coming from like all these different things. I'm already vegetarian, but like when you put all this meat when you put the meat, then when you eat meat, that's another energy.
Toxins.
That's energy from that animal.
Mm-hmm.
So me clearing my stomach, clearing that pathway, knows that it's strengthening my connection to the universe. It's strengthening the connection with my higher self, my guides, my angels, my ancestors. So I know that me when I meditate, you know, I like to keep a journal next to me because as soon as I'm done meditating, anything that came through, I want to start writing down because these are new ideas. This is help with with helping me to elevate. This is helping me to reach my next level. This is like, okay, what do I need to heal next? And sometimes, and I just started doing this recently, when I do meditate and I want answers, I write down the questions first. I write down the questions and then I go into meditation. And now I can get the answers to my questions during meditation. And with me knowing this, knowing that my gut is clear, now I'm more confident in these answers that I receive, right?
Right.
And then also, like when I am doing fasting, I do try to up my meditation more. One, you need to meditate just to strengthen that mentality because it is tough going 24 hours without food, just going off straight water. So one, you got to continue to connect to your higher self. So I do like to meditate more, but also it's just it's to keep my mind off of food. If I'm meditating, if I'm focusing on my higher thoughts, then food ain't even coming to my mind. So that's typically when I'm on the fast, how I meditate and the things I like to implement while I'm on the fast.
Thank you. Yeah, I think it's dope that really being able to explain that and understand how during the fast clearing your gut, and then that allows you to experience that elevation. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? And a lot of people, are just starting out on their spiritual journey, or you know, some people, they might be deep in the journey, but
yeah,
may have never taken the opportunity to fast, or they might not even be on a spiritual journey, but they just want to know a little bit more about fasting. So I think that's good information right there. And I
mm,
also feel like, again, we're inviting everybody to join us on this fast, because the collective power, when it comes to manifestation, one thing is, it's all about intention. And if we're doing this together, we have that collective power
yeah.
of,
Facts.
you know, my brother, came in today telling me, kind of. I saw his live earlier on Instagram. And I'm like, so what we gonna do? What we doing for 11/11? He's like, man, I saw something. Maybe we should fast. Or he's like, I'm gonna fast. I'm like, I'm gonna do it with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it with you because I need to manifest some things too. So let's put that collective power together, so that we can manifest what we need, what we want, um, and also be able to um, elevate ourselves.
Absolutely.
Because when you elevate yourselves, if you got like-minded people around you, you elevate those individuals as well.
Right.
And even if you don't, people see what you're doing. They're like, man, I see you. I want to be like you. I want to get to that level, or you know what I'm saying, or not. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's part of it, right?
Absolutely.
Like, what you fasting for? You're not gonna eat no food? Like none? Ain't no food.
Man, it's
Man, I ain't know. I ain't no. And that's just what it is sometimes.
yeah, and I think like I said, man, and it's the more people that's doing it, the universe feel that, and that's what we're supposed to do. Sometimes we think we got to do it for us, but we really doing it for other people as well. And I
Yep.
think that's where sometimes it kind of gets lost, man. When you give, when you that's the biggest language of all is love and compassion, right? And so when we showing people how. Not only when we're giving that love to ourselves, because fasting is a form of giving love to yourself. It's a form of self-love, right? But now when you bring in other people into the picture, like the universe see that, the universe, oh, okay, I see what y'all are doing for me. Well then, yeah, let me send that good energy to them right there. Let me see that energy to that area. So everything that we're trying to manifest, everything that we're trying to bring in, we're adding that power together.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that 100%. That's how it works. A lot of times it's not necessarily about um, inventing something new.
Hmm.
It's about plugging into systems that work and understanding that the reason they work is because of understanding the reasons they work.
Facts.
Right? You're talking about numerology. I, I I always think about this question: do we discover numbers, or do we create numbers? You know what I mean? And
Mm.
I think it's a little bit deeper. It's somewhat vain to think that we created this system that
Right.
is so precise and so accurate, but even to have a full understanding of it all, it's so many different levels to it, right? We talk
Yeah.
about math, we talk about algebra, geometry, all these things have to do with numbers,
Hmm.
angles, formulas, all these different things. But then we talk about numerology, ain't talking about no angles,
Right.
no algebraic formulas. We talking about the language of the universe. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So I think even plugging into it, kind of understanding this is how things work, and then when you see the results, it's like, man,
Facts.
you know what I mean. So a little bit more about just 11 in general from a numerology standpoint. You got any other things that you want to share, man?
Oh, plenty. Um,
Talking your language.
yeah. I mean, one the 11, the number 11, right? Again, numerology. It's a master number, right? Seen as the inspired healer. Um, if you know people that are born on the 11th of the month, um, if they're life path 11, right? This is somebody who's highly intuitive, right? You can't really lie to them. Um,
True.
But it's also about with that number 11 though. These are people, because they carry this master number. They tend to have to go through a lot more, especially the number 11. They have to go through a lot of different phases of love, right? And but they're meant to be the inspired healers, right? They're meant to heal. They're empaths. They're healers, right? But in order for people that carry that number 11 to be able to carry out their purpose, which is healing others, they have to heal themselves, right? And that's how we talk about going back to that justice card, is where that balance comes in, right? You do want to do so much good for other people, but you're not doing that same good for yourself, so you're off balance. Where that justice card is telling you that, well, that 11 is going to help to bring back in that balance. So you have to focus on healing yourself, so you can be able to carry out your purpose of being able to heal others.
Balance. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the
but
justice card got the scales of justice. It's that balance. I got you. I got you.
Yeah. And so the number 11, when we talk about it,
I think love might be looking for you.
I think the number 11 is also, it's a very creative energy, right? Um, it's a leadership energy, right? And then, I didn't even think about it. People that's connected to the number 11, Kobe Bryant, a life path 11, Michael Jordan, life path 11, Kyrie Irving, a life path 11. Um, Actors and, Leonardo
Yeah, they
DiCaprio,
cold.
born on the 11th of the month, so that number 11 holds power. People that carry the number that are meant for, they have a very good chance of being famous, very good chance of being a celebrity, right? Um, but and then I even want to take it to this, right? How many of us have seen 11:11 when we be going through our spiritual awakening?
It's common. It's very common. I seen that shit last night. I see it regularly, but it spoke to me a little bit last night when I saw it because what was I doing? I remember seeing it. It was at nighttime. It was at nighttime. It was 11:11. It was on the clock, and it spoke to me. I think because I was just trying to figure some things out. Figure some things out. Then I thought about, okay, the 11, master number, manifesting. And then it just kind of reminded me to go back to square one. That's what it said to me.
Yeah.
Go back to square one. How'd you get here? You know what I mean? That's what I got from it. How'd you get here? Remember that. And to me, that's a important reminder because it's all about the drive and the grind, man. It's about the hustle. One thing about me, I'm gonna hustle, man. And that's what I got from when I saw that.
Yeah, and not to cut you, but even when we go back to when you add them all together, 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 is 4, right? The number 4 is about foundation. So that was telling you to go back to what your foundation is. Go back to where again, what's been keeping you stable, what's been holding you up, what's been your security, right? Yeah. Again, that's your foundation. When we talk about the number 4, it's a number of hard work, it's a number of discipline, it's about sacrificing. So, but it's also a number of people that, the number 4 is also a number that can tend to be negative. So also when you're seeing 11:11, it's also telling you that you need to pay attention to your thoughts, keep your thoughts positive, because your thoughts are manifesting your thoughts are manifesting your reality. Boy. If you over here, if you're having negative thoughts, then you're creating a negative reality. But if you're keeping your thoughts positive, being optimistic, trying to see the bright side of things, trying to see, if you're nurturing, making sure you're nurturing yourself, if you're doing all these things, right, then you're creating a better reality for yourself. But if your thoughts are negative, then that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to have a negative environment. You're going to attract negative energy.
Yep.
Things are just not going to go your way. The number 4, right? The number 4 is full of limit, restrictions, obstacles, and challenges. But if you know how to keep your nose to the grind, if you be positive, if you be adaptable, you're doing things for the right reasons, then you'll never have to worry about any cracks going through that foundation. You'll never have to worry about the whole building falling apart. You just might start from ground zero at times, but as long as you got a solid foundation, you'll always be good.
For sure. Yeah, man, that no negative thoughts piece, man. I'm not allowed to think negative thoughts, bro. I ain't even allowed to. Once it come into my head, I got to flip it around immediately.
And you born on the 4th of the month, so it's even more for you.
I know. I know. I'm not saying this from a standpoint of trying to act like I'm something I ain't.
Right.
I'm saying this from the standpoint of knowing I'm not allowed to do it. And that's something that I've learned on my journey through my growth and through knowing the power of this manifestation thing. I can't speak negative thoughts because there's so much power in that. And we try to tell this to other people all the time, and some people get it, a lot of people don't. But from a personal perspective, I know what it is. I actually I was having a conversation with Ezra, our astrologer. Not even the conversation, dude was reading me, man. He's like, man, he reading me, man. He's like, man, you should get a anytime you have a negative thought, you need to burn it immediately. You need to throw it away. You need to get it out of your head.
Mm,
Like, man, I should get like the burn book and just write it down and burn it, right?
facts.
You know, that's me. You know, I'm from Robbins, man. We play with fire. So give
Yeah.
me an excuse to light some shit
So
on
look,
fire.
Look, that's the thing. Robin starts with the R. The R is the ninth. Is under the number 9, being on the 18th letter in the alphabet. The number 9 is a fiery energy. Go ahead.
This mug boy.
It's under the planet. The number 9 is under the planet Mars, man. That's for you, us Aries. I'm Aries too, but that's Mars. That's a fire energy, man. That's the fire element. My bad. Go ahead.
No. Like, it's word. It's word. But no, with that being said, man, I already like y'all, like whoever's listening, if you're tuning in, man, mind your thoughts, man. Your thoughts are so important, man. Going back to what one of my old mentors used to say all the time, man. I'm gonna use the word mentor. Shout out to Mel Robeson. He's still out here doing this thing, man. But when I was younger, man, he used to put me on the game. He said, "Your thoughts create your reality." No, that's not what he said. It's not what he said. He said, "Mind your thoughts. Your thoughts." No, your attitude. Mind your attitude. Your attitudes create your thoughts. Your thoughts create your words. Your words create your actions.
Yeah.
And your actions create your reality. So you got to start with your attitude, and that's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? Your attitude help control your thoughts. You walk around with a bad attitude, you're gonna have negative thoughts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you walk around with good attitude, which is hard to do because seasonal depression is real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't even 7 o'clock yet. It's darker than mug outside right now.
It's about 5:30.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So it's harder to keep a positive attitude nowadays, but we got to do that. Parts of the ways to do that is to elevate your own self, your own mental. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Shout out to Forbes. Forbes came up with a good one. We was doing an event over at Bloomer Suck, and she's like, "I got a joke." She just came out with a joke. Shout out to Forbes. She's like, she said, "If you hold your farts in, they'll go to your head, and then you have shitty thoughts." That's one of them. Drinking at the bar type joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's funny.
But it's true though. It's true though.
If you hold your farts in, go to your head, you have shitty thoughts. I'll be letting that shit ride, I'm like Shrek, man. Shrek said, "Better out than in."
I'm using it metaphorically. True. Okay. I'm using it metaphorically. Yeah. If you hold your shit,
let's go back to a high level conversation.
If you hold your shit in,
hold your shit in.
It starts to make its way up to your mouth. Because ain't that what they say is like when you be holding it in, it's gonna come out your mouth. But anyway, that's something else, man.
Facts. All of this is facts. Every single piece of this is facts.
Yeah.
But nah, man, your attitude is important. And we just on here, you know what I'm saying, talking or whatever, talk about the portal, talk about 11/11. But these are the type of genuine conversations that we love having,
Yeah.
And we do it. We at the safe house out in Oswego right now. This our spot. But when it comes down to it, it's important that people. It is. And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna speak from my perspective. It's important that people begin to start to evaluate the things that you're doing, the way you're doing things, and see what changes you can implement in your life so that you are more rounded, more well-rounded, more holistic individual. Because it's value in it. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to raise the vibration of this entire planet. So everybody has to heal. Everybody has to elevate. Everybody has to take a moment and say, hey, you know what? Maybe I can do this a little bit better. And that's nobody's perfect. You know what I mean? I certainly am not.
And that goes back to, and it kind of goes back to
even my wife. My wife is great. Matter of fact, she might be perfect, but she can elevate a little bit too. She talks to dead people, yo.
But even going, but this goes back to my lab, what I was saying earlier, right? About this one, one, it's a non-universal month, even though this is the 11th month of the year, it's a non-universal month, right? Today is the ninth day. Today is all about letting
Shout
go.
out to Miss Shantae. It's her birthday.
Happy birthday, Miss Shantae.
Woman of life. She one of our friends and family members here at the Safe House. Big shout outs. Happy birthday. Mean to catch y'all.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the number 9, right? 9 universal month. This is also a 9-day, right? Today probably told you about things that you should let go in your life, right? Because how I was talking about it, letting go of things, letting go of grudges, being forgiving, being compassionate, being selfless, right? Letting go of things that no longer resonate with you, letting go of things that are for your highest good.
This company called me today talking about they want me to pay them some money that they talking about I owe them. I told them I let this go. I let it go. I let it go. No, this does not resonate with me no more. This is not for higher good. Y'all good. Y'all got it.
But yeah, man, once you allow yourself to let things go that are no longer good for you, those new beginnings can happen, right? So pay attention to your intuition this month. Pay attention to, most importantly, right, with 11/11, pay attention to that one is going to strengthen your intuition. But also pay attention to your visions. Pay attention to your dreams that, these next few days. They hold answers for you. I'm definitely going to be paying attention to mine. My dreams be scattered and all over the place, right? But I know they have symbols. I know they have messages. I got to analyze them at times, but I'm cool with that. But yeah, make sure though, with that number 9 energy, with this being a 9 universal month, it's going to show you, right? You're going to have hunches showing you what you need to let go in your life. And if you trust the universe, if you trust that, if you trust God, if you trust what you want for yourself, if you really want to learn how to love yourself, it starts removing things that prevent you from feeling value, that prevent you from feeling love, right? Your environments, friendships, relationships, all these different things. If it ain't for your highest good, it's time to let it go. It's going to bring healing. It's going to bring growth. It's not easy. It's a challenge. It's obstacles. But you can look back next year and be like, you know what? I ain't got them same challenges and obstacles that I had last year. You don't want to keep taking things having to deal with the same things year in and year out. That you're not elevating. You're being stagnant. You're not healing. So if you want that growth, it starts with letting things go that aren't good for you. And this month is trying to show you. So if you want to manifest on 11/11, you need to figure out what it is that you need to let go, and the universe has been showing you. But are you just putting a blind eye to it? Ignoring the red flags?
You said something, and I'm gonna go back to that in a couple points because you made a couple real good points right here. You said something that was interesting. Pay attention to your dreams. Because your dreams are going to tell you what you need to do. They're going to show you what you need to do. What about those people who might not dream or might not remember their dreams? Like, do you know some things that can help them remember their dreams or help them have dreams?
Absolutely. One thing, when I was really struggling with having dreams, it was because I was smoking weed. That's start with one. Some vices, some of your indulgences might be preventing you from dreaming.
Put the crack down.
Stop smoking weed so late. I say that. Me smoking weed, I had to stop smoking because it was a time I really needed to pay attention to my dreams, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is what happens if you smoke weed, it stops you from dreaming at night. Some people are better at this than others depending on your number. People that are born on the 9th, the 18th, and the 27th of the month, y'all dreams be realistic. Y'all have these vivid dreams, right? But where they may not get altered. But other things that can help with your dreams, right? Other things that can help you induce dreams, right? It's certain crystals that can help induce dreams.
We got crystals here at the Safe House.
You can also certain herbs, certain teas.
We got herbs here at the Safe House.
Mugwort.
We got mugwort tea. The Cooler Smooth blend. A proprietary blend at the Safe House. If you want to smoke some Cooler Smooth blend.
There you go. And then also just different things that you're doing, right? Be intentional when you go to sleep. Like go to sleep, right? And start on your way to sleep as you're lying down. in bed, start telling yourself, I'm going to remember my dreams upon waking. I'm going to remember my dreams upon waking. I'm going to, these dreams about to get, these, my dreams are about to tell me what I need to learn. These dreams are about to tell me what I need to hear. I'm about to receive answers in my dreams. Also, pay homage to your ancestors,
That's
you know,
right.
so they can, your guides, the universe, especially when the moon is full. Like, those are all things that can start helping you with your dreams. But it's also, again, if you having vices, if you're smoking weed, I get it, but you got to cut it loose for a few days, at least about if you do it for a week, your dreams gonna be real vivid, and they're gonna show you what you need to. They're gonna show you what you need to see.
So it's about how much do you want to elevate? How much do you want to bring that change into your life? Because stop smoking for a day or two or three or four or five or six or seven forever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you should be able to do if you want to bring about certain types of things into your life. Um, and something that my wife says a lot to people: help remember your dreams. Drink a big glass of water before you go to sleep,
Facts,
because you're gonna have to get up in the middle of the night, go to the bathroom, and then you're gonna probably remember that dream that you was having. Then write it down.
facts.
Keep a notebook next to your bed. Write that down while it's fresh. That's very helpful, because then you can go back to sleep and review it later, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Or even a lot of y'all keep y'all phones next to y'all bed.
yeah.
Go ahead. I try not to, but keep y'all phones next to y'all bed. Voice record yourself. Start typing it up real
Yo, what
quick.
was crazy, yo? I was flying through the sky, and then the eagle came and it grabbed me in its talons, and then it fed me to the little baby eagles. But when I was inside the little baby eagles, I turned into a flower. So share your dreams. Like, you can say it to your phone just like that or whatever.
Yeah.
And then how will people go about maybe trying to interpret some of these dreams? Like,
One, you can always research it. Me, you can always reach out to me. I'm always down to interpret some dreams. Inside, oh, here's another thing.
he's
Inside,
good. He's good at helping to interpret dreams too, by the way.
and inside, we do have an online community called the Safe Community, the Spiritual AF Community. We're on Discord. We have a section straight for dream interpretation. You put your dreams in there. All of us that are in there, will get their own interpretation, and I'm pretty sure you'll find the answers that you need. But I talk to everybody. I always come to Joe and Love about some crazy dreams I have. They always help me, even when I have my own interpretations. But I think you always need to look at, get things from a different perspective. Especially when it's people that you trust, who won't think you crazy. But yeah,
I mean, that's a big thing, kind of understanding the different dreams you're having. So sometimes it might seem crazy to you, but if you interpret it, it's something else. A lot of times, like, people are like, oh, I died in my dream. A lot of time, most of the time, that doesn't mean
right,
death. It actually means something that you're holding on to, or something, a phase of yourself is dying, and there's a rebirth
right.
that should be happening or about to happen. But unless you research it or talk to somebody who may have a little bit of information on that, you just think, man, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm
Yeah,
scared.
you
Then you
panicking.
move. You move like you're scared.
You
You
panicking.
act like you're scared.
Absorb all these negative thoughts. You get worried, and
hmm
worry definitely pushes away your manifestations. Uh,
Man,
and
can't worry. I'm not allowed to worry either.
you definitely can't. But
That's not easy, by the way. But I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to worry.
one other thing when it comes to dreaming, right? People that can that's able to lucid dream, right? Um, and if you don't know what lucid dreaming is pretty much, that you're dreaming. You know that you're in a dream. If you're able to lucid dream and you're inside that dream, instead of paying attention to what's actually going on, stop and look around in your dream. Stop it, because you can control yourself inside this dream now. So
Yeah,
now ask yourself
that's
why.
fine.
Start asking, okay, why am I here? Why am I here? What am I meant to learn? What is it inside this dream that I need to see? Pay attention to everything. Pay attention to the colors. Pay attention to the animals, plants, anything and everything inside the dream. Pay attention to it. It's an answer that's waiting for you. But again, if you're able to lucid dream, I ain't been able to lucid dream, and it'd be here and there. I'd be spot on with my lucid dreaming, but for right now, I just got to take what my dreams give me, and they be all over the place. They be scattered. but maybe they're trying to show me that I'm I'm being scattered. I'm kind of all over the place. But that's another story though. But yeah, just again, pay attention to these dreams. Again, if you're having issues dreaming, if you're having trouble interpreting your dreams, reach out to us. Reach out to the Safe House. Reach out to us on social media. Join a community on Discord. Again,
what's it called?
It's called the Safe Community, aka
SAF.
Community.
No E.
No E.
The SAF community, spiritual AF.
Facts. And it's in my bio. I got the link in my bio as well. So
yeah, I need to put the link in my bio or whatever. Yeah. You said something else too, man. That was something that I feel like a lot of times people kind of struggle with. So essentially, we're talking about kind of making the change in yourself and sometimes getting rid of things or people that aren't on your level or aren't on the level of where you're trying to go.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we have trouble getting rid of I shouldn't even say get rid of, but get rid of those people. I'll say that. Know what I mean? And sometimes getting rid of them is just, not hanging out on the block with them as much or at all, or not allowing somebody to come into your space and drain your energy. Right. Because that's what they may do. They may be an energy vampire, or they may invite you to do things that you shouldn't be doing, you don't even want to do, but you do it because this is what we used to do all the time. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's really hard to get rid of those people. One of my homies, and I'll say mentor again, somebody I do look up to, Mr. Ray Fleming. He says all the time, if you can't change your friends, then you need to change your friends. Right? If you can't change your friends, then you need to change your friends.
I get that.
You know what I mean? And sometimes that's what we need to do. If people aren't ready to come with you, if they're not ready to make that change, the change that you may be making, then you need to find some people who are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you know what? And it's crazy when I used to hear that, right? I always thought it related to money, right? You're trying to start a business, you need to be around other business owners. That's what it was always about, right? But it's not just that. The big key is the spiritually, right? If the people around you, they're not trying to heal, they're not trying to step into their purpose, they're not trying to do things, they're not trying to communicate with their higher selves, they're not trying to, get out the matrix, then that's also what it's referring to.
Keep talking.
And I definitely, and I can definitely understand that from my perspective, where it's been tough being able to separate myself, from people that I've known 20 years. But I understand now that I have a purpose, and that if I don't make it to my purpose, if I don't fulfill my purpose while I'm here, then I only have myself to blame. But yeah, it's definitely tough being able to separate from people that's been a part of your life for so long. And there's nothing, and I think one thing that we kind of think of that is something wrong with that it's a problem with that. Like, people view it as like maybe they're bad for you, when that's just not the case. It's not the case of them being bad for you. It's just that the case you being stagnant is being bad for your growth. It's being bad for your healing. It's being bad for your purpose. And at the end of the day, we have to grow out of that. We have to learn to heal, and we have to be able to move forward. People that I've had to move on from, I love them dearly. But I had to know, I know where I wanted to go spiritually. I know what things I was being drawn to. I was being drawn to, what's it called again? Tarot. I was being drawn to tarot readings. I was being drawn to numerology. I was being drawn to all these different esoteric topics, and trying to have these conversations just wasn't the same, which is cool, but it's what I'm into. So it's like, how long am I going to let myself how long am I going to allow myself to be withheld from things that are really meant for me and things that I'm really drawn to, just so I can stay just so I can stay around the same people. How much am I value? Am I really feeling valued in those conversations? And
Right.
and that's where the growth had to happen. But it's never with no. Everything I do is out of compassion. Everything I do is to.
Excuse me.
You good?
Don't mind me, y'all. Don't mind me. Just equipment adjustment real quick, you know what I'm saying?
No, you good, brother. But yeah, everything I do is out of compassion. And again, you want to take the
You need a
people that's been
charger?
there with you along with you,
Need a
but
charger?
everybody, that's the other thing.
You need
Everybody
250
has
on
their
one?
own path.
What's
Everybody
this one?
has their own time, and it's unfair for me
Mic is on.
to even try to rush people on that path, right? That's one thing we have to understand as friends, as family members. We can't rush other people's journeys. We can't rush their timing because what could happen, we could be forcing them to miss out on lessons they needed to learn, right? I had to come to my own understanding. I had to come to my own conclusions. I had to learn through trial and error how to do things that were best for me, right? But if I try to force somebody else on this path, if I try to hurry up and pull them, then I'm taking all those lessons and those trials and errors away from them.
True.
I know being on this side now, how good it feels that I went through all that. I made all those decisions myself. I got dedicated to really loving myself and really growing. And now that I'm here on this side, like I appreciate all that hard work. I appreciate the sacrifices I had to make. I appreciate my failures. I appreciate them nights alone. I appreciate them times where I just had to really learn who I was, develop that self-knowledge, figure myself out. And doing that, here I am. But had I not, had I allowed myself to stay around the same people, had I allowed myself to really, continue to chase what wasn't for me anymore, then I wouldn't be here. I'd still probably be repeating the same lessons, still chasing things that aren't meant for me. And nobody should want to do that. Like understanding that you have a purpose here, but your purpose requires you to let things go that aren't for you anymore.
Mike Jones. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. Now I want me. I don't want that. Nah. But for real, that's a word. Cause a lot of times we lose people, man. We lose people on this road. And those that are down with you, man, they gonna stay down with you. You know what I mean?
One.
And sometimes it ain't even losing. It's taking some time off.
Yeah.
You know what
True.
I mean? Taking some time off from certain things, certain individuals, certain places, right? In this life, we're born as babies, right? And we have people who nurture us, people who help us. We should, right? That's how it's supposed to be. That's the design. People, our parents, our grandparents, our uncles, aunties, siblings who help us grow and be strong.
Yeah.
And then we go out into the world and we're got these different influences coming to us. You know what I'm saying? We get stuff from media, television, we get stuff from the school, we get all these different things, church, all of it, and we have to decipher what we really want to take with us, right?
Yeah.
We take our ABCs with us because we need to know how to read and write. You know what I'm saying? It's essential. You know what I'm saying? We take our values and belief systems that are instilled into us, right? What's right or wrong. No, I'm not going to go and purposely harm somebody and take what's not mine. But some people don't take that part with them, right?
Yeah.
They're like, nah, you know what? I am going to take what's mine. I am going to hurt people, right? That's low vibrational.
Yeah.
That's low vibration stuff. We need to elevate. So as we're elevating, we leave some of those people who don't make the same decisions behind us, right? We leave some of those things that aren't for us behind us. And it's just the same thing, right? As we're elevating, we're making these decisions based on trying to be a better person, based on trying to be somebody who's able to heal people, somebody who's able to provide a valuable service that people need and want, right? That's what we do here. We help people. We help people at the Safe House. Period. Point blank paragraph. That's the point of our existence, to help people, help them in different types of ways. Yeah, we want to make money. We got to make money, but shoot, that's not the mission for what we do.
Right.
It's a byproduct. It's a necessity. But when it comes down to it, we wouldn't be able to do that if we were dealing in low vibrational thinking, if we were dealing with, this mentality of, I need to do better than you, be better than you, where everything's a competition.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't be doing that if we were judging, just judging everybody based on the things that our society may deem as, good or bad, or acceptable, not acceptable. Yeah, some things just ain't acceptable. You know what I mean? Some things just ain't acceptable. But that's not from a societal standpoint. That's from a human standpoint. You know what I mean? You can't do certain things. We're going to call you out on it. But we're still elevating. You know what I mean? I'm not there yet. Nobody says, okay, I'm the pinnacle. I'm there. I have transcended. I am now Buddha. Nobody here is Buddha. You know what I'm saying? We ain't there. But at the same time, we had to leave some things, some people, some places behind to get to this point, and might have to do it again, because we're not where we want to be necessarily. I want people to come with us. But at the same time, we going regardless.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? We going, like you said. Why should I compromise? The things that I'm interested in for my self elevation, just because somebody want to come over and bring 2 blunts every day because they can't stand, being around the baby mother they chose. You know what I mean? Or somebody wants to say, hey, let's I can't even think of no examples because I'm far removed.
A strip club.
Strip club's good one. Let's go to a strip club and throw away all our money, so we can look cool and leave out of there still looking for a lady to be with. Because I don't know, sometimes the strip club depends on where you go. It's a few like out in the south suburb, Markham, Harvey area, where just $40 is all. I don't know nothing about that though. I just heard. That's a lot of money for $40.
But yeah, man. That's it's tough. And like I said, tough as it may be, those decisions are never easy. But again, but you get the universe ain't lying to you. They show you the signs, they give you the symbols, they show you the actions. And it's a tough decision, but
pay attention. You gotta pay attention to the omens, man. They showing you. Pay attention to omens. A good book is free. It's free everywhere. It's an old book. It's everywhere. The Alchemist. If you haven't read the book, The Alchemist, get the audio book. It's one of them books that's it's a treasure for people on their journey because it breaks down so many different things. But one thing that is repeated throughout the book is pay attention to the omens. Because on your journey you're gonna have a lot of different things, like you say, show themselves, the answer show themselves to you. You got to pay attention on them. You got to act on them. You got to act on them because people see it all the time. The opportunity that's there. I always say, this life, wow, this life is crazy and everything else is a beautiful one. This life is a mixture of opportunity and adversity. That's what makes up our life, opportunity and adversity. And a lot of times people can't see the opportunity because they're too focused on the adversity.
Focused on that problem.
Opportunity right there. But you can't see it because you focus on the problem. You focus on that wall in front of you. You don't even see the ladder right there to get over the wall because you're just looking at that wall.
Right.
You know what I mean? So pay attention to the omens, like you were saying. I mean, cut you off.
No, you good, man. I think, I think about times where I was trying to, where things were trying to tell me it was let go, getting injuries, surgeries, like all these different things. Like we look at things and we think it's just time that, oh, it's a time to be resilient. It's a time to keep going. It's a time to just push forward. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, it is that.
Right.
But if certain things keep happening, it's trying to show you like, hey, this is not for you. I got something better for you. But if you holding on to what's not for you, if you're still trying to hold on to this, then I can't give you, like, your hands full.
It's deep. That's a message, man. That's a message because your hands full. You can't hold on to what nothing else, right?
Right.
And stuffing everything into your pockets. You know what I'm saying? Got a couple bags taking with you. All this shit you don't need. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what I need it for?
But
It ain't for me.
but this, if you trying to manifest, if you're trying to manifest for this for 11/11, you're trying to bring all this, trying to bring growth in, you're trying to bring healing in, you're trying to bring the money in, like all these new beginnings and opportunities that you want for yourself. Some things are probably gonna have to be let go.
Sure.
Some things are probably gonna have to be let go. It's not easy, but like, just don't look to, again, don't go looking to seeing, don't look at the problem, don't look at the adversity. Look at the solutions and the opportunities that are being presented. New beginnings are happening for you.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're happening for me. But again, I know what I've been doing. I know the work I've been putting in. So it's only right. Again, that's that karma, the cause and effect. I put in the work, I'm going to receive rewards. But again, I've been listening to the universe. I've been trusting it, trusting the process, no matter how challenging, it is, how many obstacles. I know that I'm on the right path,
Mm-hmm.
and I know anything that comes my way is just a test or telling me that, hey, you got to let it go.
And it ain't easy. It ain't easy. It ain't supposed to be easy. The things that are comfortable, generally speaking, don't really help us grow. That's why they say you got to get out of your comfort zone in order to grow, right? So it's not easy, but at the same time, it's not that hard. It's all about making a decision, changing your mind. You change your mind, you change your life, trusting the universe, and doing the right things to help you, like you say, see it. You know, we started this talking about fasting from Friday at 11:11 to Saturday at 11:11 a.m. So 11:11 a.m. to 11:11 a.m. 24-hour fast for 11:11. Taking advantage of this portal that's opening with manifestation of opportunities. And we talk about portals, they're all around us, man. People don't understand. Sometimes, we see science fiction and we're like, ooh, a portal. I don't, I'm gonna walk through it and, be in a different realm. Like, that should be happening all the time, yo. People be timeline jumping. I mean, it's a whole lot of things that we literally cannot see that's happening around us all the time, and good things come to us, and sometimes bad things can come to us if you dealing in that sort of energy. But we don't deal in that. We don't deal in the negative energy. We don't have time for it. It doesn't serve us. We got other things to do.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man. I don't know how long we've been talking.
It's been a little bit.
Yeah.
I ain't got too much left. I say this, if I can leave you one thing, man, it's just with the 11/11 portal, just ask yourself, where is balance needed at in your life?
Balance.
Where is the balance needed at? And pretty much go from there. What's really needed to bring back balance to your life? What is it that you need to let go of? What is it that you need to remove? Because if one side went down, it might be too much on this side. But it also might be some things that you need to add, some more things that you need to implement. So assess yourself. Knowing yourself is, I can't measure the power of you being able to know yourself and being able to understand yourself and being able to have that awareness of who you are.
Right.
Do a self-assessment. Ask yourself these questions. Where do you need balance at? Journal it. And then manifest that balance.
Balance.
Manifest that balance. Pay attention to those dreams. Pay attention to those visions, um, and be inspired. The number 11 is about inspiration. So be inspired for this energy that we're about to receive. Again, trust your intuition, trust that gut feeling, and then just move forward, knowing that you've done the work and knowing that you sacrifice what you need to sacrifice to bring forth what you want to come in.
Shame. See the 11-11. Balance. Balance. Two here, 11-11. Finding that balance, which is key. There's a lot that we could talk about with balance because there's a lot of levels to that as well. Mentally balanced, balancing your actual life, work-life balance. People talk about work-life balance. I'm not getting into that, but just work. Work is life. Not getting into that. That's a whole nother thing.
That's what balance needed for you. Man, bro needs some play.
Man. But when it comes down to it, we fasting. You should join us tomorrow, 11 a.m. Cutting off all the food, strictly water, and you can do it your way. You know what I mean? This again, like we said, fasting is a personal thing. You don't even gotta tell nobody you fasting unless you want to. Like that's how personal it is. Ain't nobody business. It's about offer you a chocolate bar, be like, nah, I'm fasting from candy. All right, cool. What you fasting for? It's a personal thing. You trying to lose weight? Yeah. Or no. Trying to drop your dead weight. Get out of my face with that damn chocolate bar. I don't even like chocolate. Chocolate's my enemy. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I like chocolate, but but now, like that's what it is. Like it's a personal thing. So everybody has the opportunity to decide how you fast. But I would say if you're watching this, if you've seen this, if you're gonna watch some of these clips later, man, take advantage of the alignment. We talk about omens. It's an omen, man. Take advantage of it because it's an opportunity to be your best self.
Facts. And again, you ain't got to, even if you don't want to fast from food, I get it, but fast from social media, fast from your phone, fast from, negative, just anything negative, any negative energy. Fast for anything that's been addictive for you. Fast from weed, fast from alcohol, fast from anything that that can be a hindrance, anything that that the universe would be like, okay, thank you. I see that you're serious about this.
Anything that you really crave and want, fast from it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I don't eat bananas, I can't say I'm fasting from bananas. That's ridiculous. Because I'm always fasting for bananas. I ain't allergic to them. They're just nasty. I don't like bananas. They're nasty. Weird. Everybody wants to. It's all gushy. Like, you gonna fast from a banana if I don't eat bananas in the first place?
Not even in a smoothie.
Nah, they're nasty. They're nasty.
Crazy.
But they be sneaking them in smoothies all the time, though. But going back to it, if it's something that you enjoy or something you crave, then it's something that's acceptable as a offering. Yeah, that's what it is. You're offering, but then that clarity that you get. That's why food is always a good one because you get that clarity because it is tied to our physical self, right? Without having to go through certain types of mental withdrawals, right?
Yeah.
If I enjoy like doing crack rock and I decide I'm gonna fast from crack, I'm gonna go through a whole thing of mental withdrawals. I'm not gonna have no clarity. I'm gonna be trying to figure out whose TV I can sell to
to get that fixed.
To get that fixed.
Right.
Although, we don't joke about crack kids.
I was gonna let you finish that one, brother.
Nah. Some people be doing crack. It's part of this happens in our community. But fast for something that food. Go with food. 24 hours off food is not that bad. You can drink water, or you can drink tea. Some people, I know Daniel fast. You don't eat food, but you can drink water and tea. A lot of times when people do the Daniel fast, no sugar.
Yeah.
But you don't need sugar. You know what I'm saying? Or you could do just a salad fast. Some people fast from solids and then
Oh,
they
true.
drink juice and things like that.
Coffee, tea.
Coffee. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Juicing. That works.
Yeah, so it's up to you. But on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, come to the safe house. We in Oswego.
What's the address?
4025 Unit B, rear building, Walter Payton Memorial Highway or US Route 34 in Oswego. We about an hour outside the city, roughly. It's beautiful here, man. We're in a log cabin. It's lit. If you've been here before, we appreciate you. If you haven't, we appreciate you coming when you do. Also, you can check out our website, spiritualafmetaphysical.com, where you can get lots of goods and services. You can book your service. We do virtual services. You can book Ray on there too. Or you can just hit them up, spiritualafmetaphysical.com.
Mm-hmm.
We got a winter wonderland that we're getting ready for. So we're transforming this whole space into a holiday shopping experience. It's gonna be lit. Yeah, shout out to all the good folks, man.
I
Like I say, folks.
ain't got nothing. I'm good, man.
All right.
I look forward to what y'all are manifesting. Like, let's have that collective energy. Let's show the universe we serious and we want things to happen for us. So
collective energy, man. That's the key, man. Let's do this together, man, because it's strong, it's more powerful, man. We got the energy. I'll be energy. You know what I'm saying?
good.